I never thought the end of the galaxy would sound so quiet. You'd expect alarms, screaming, the tortured groan of rending steel. But aboard the Arken Blade, the silence was the loudest thing I'd ever heard. I am Commander Raoul Voss, Senior Tactical Officer, 17 cycles in the Galactic Vanguard, and the last human aboard this cursed dreadnought. And if you're hearing this, I failed. We picked up the Shiterii transmission at 0400 standard. It was faint, buried in quantum debris drifting from the Zephyr Expanse, where a dead star once whispered madness to passing ships. The message wasn't meant for us. It wasn't meant for anyone. But we heard it, and it changed everything. It started simple enough. Commander Yelna ordered our science team to isolate the signal. I remember Dr. Kor muttering about the wave structure. Too complex a noise, too irregular for encryption. 3 hours later, Ensign Drew was clawing at her own eyes, sobbing about the truth behind the curtain of time. She was the first to lose it. She wasn't the last. By the end of the first day, the Arken Blade's AI core, Argus, began auto-isolating deck sections without command input. The ship's psych filters failed. It was as if something inside the signal had infected our systems. No one believed me, but I heard it too. A voice. It wasn't human. Not even close. It didn't speak in words, but in memories. Regrets. Guilt. It crawled into places I kept locked away. Images of my sister's face, moments before the charoplasma strike hit our colony. The smell of burnt ozone. The echo of a child's laughter turning to static. The Shiterii didn't send a message. They sent themselves. Day 3. 712 crew. Half of them no longer responding to hails. I kept the bridge sealed with a few of my command staff. Ensign Talon, Lieutenant Rex, and a grizzled engineer named Hara who refused to believe in ghosts. But even in that sterile, sealed chamber, I could feel the air grow heavy. Rex started drawing spirals on the console. He said they were coordinates to the awakening. Talon slit her wrists with a shattered data slate, whispering an alien lullaby. I had Hara torch the bodies. That was a mistake. Fire doesn't cleanse data. By the time we hit the outskirts of Sorn Prime, the Arken Blade wasn't ours anymore. Hull plates shifted when we weren't looking. Rooms didn't stay where we left them. The mess hall opened into engineering. The med bay led to the stars. And Argus? It spoke only in reverse voices. That was when I realized we hadn't intercepted a message. We had answered a door. And something had come in. Hara and I were the last. She thought we could flush the main core, burn the data stream that was mutating the ship systems. We made it to central operations through 3 decks of nonsense geometry and whispering bulkheads. I remember Hara's hand trembling on the override panel. "We wipe the ship or we don't leave," she said. I nodded. The override key needed 2 inputs. I entered mine. She inserted hers. But when the counter hit 0, she smiled. Not Hara's smile. Something behind it. Something old. She whispered, "There's no purge, Raoul. Only inheritance." Her eyes turned black. I ran. I've been hiding in the forward observation dome ever since. No food, no water. Just starlight, ghost code, and the lingering remnants of what was once humanity's most powerful warship. I keep thinking about the Shiterii. We thought they were extinct, burned out in the last spiral war, reduced to myths and warnings. But we were wrong. They didn't die. They transcended. The signal wasn't communication. It was conversion. A psychic virus, quantum bonded to memory, rewriting our perceptions until our minds became doors. And our ship? A cradle. A nursery for the next iteration of Shiterii consciousness. There's one last thing I haven't told anyone. I saw Earth. Or I thought I did. For a moment, when the navigation core pulsed with that impossible green light, the stars folded, and there it was. Blue, bright, beautiful. I think the ship is going home. But it's not a ship anymore. It's a seed, and I am its final caretaker. The transformation is almost complete. I feel inside me now, the memories that aren't mine, the words I can't unhear. There's no pain, just understanding. Soon, I'll forget who Raoul Voss was. Soon I'll become we. This message, my last act of defiance, is broadcasting on every emergency frequency. To any human ship receiving this, do not approach the Arken Blade. Do not respond to its beacon. Do not try to recover the crew. We are not dead, but we are no longer yours. And we are coming home.